ChatGPT is trained on over 300 billion words and is now valued at over $23 billion. ChatGPT can live in your Excel spreadsheet, it can create malware, it can even respond to your Tinder date. But what if I told you that with the right prompt engineering technique, you could completely revolutionize your experience with ChatGPT? In fact, working as a prompt engineer, you can make over $300,000. Now, in this emerging field, there are so many different schools of thought around prompt engineering and prompt hacking for ChatGPT and other large language models. You have techniques like chain of thought, which is a relatively new method to help large language models explain their reasoning. And this is accomplished by providing an example to ChatGPT about how you want it to reason and answer the question. Likewise, you have zero-shot chain of thought, where you literally tell ChatGPT to think about this step by step. You can use something like prompt injection to hijack the output of a large language model, and even jailbreaking, where we create prompts to bypass the safety and moderation features of that language model that have been imposed by the creators. But now let's look at a game-changing application for this prompt engineering. For our first ChatGPT prompt engineering hack, we're going to get you your dream job. It's got all the benefits, a barista, everything you could ever dream from. So to demonstrate the power of this prompt engineering, let's get an example CV. Great, so our example is Christopher Morgan and this CV. We're going to copy the whole thing, head to ChatGPT, and the prompt that we're going to use here is that you are an expert in enter field with 30 years experience. I would like you to review the CV and generate a 200-character summary which highlights the most impressive parts of the resume. So then we include the CV. Now this normally takes an hour and 3 copies, but ChatGPT has done it instantaneously for us. Now we're going to ask ChatGPT to translate that into a LinkedIn summary, prove my employability in the programming field. Excellent, and you can see how the formatting and style of wording has changed, which is more in line with what we'd see on LinkedIn versus a traditional CV. Now this is where it gets really crazy. We're going to get ChatGPT to create a brand new cover letter and rewrite the entire CV specific to a job that we're applying for. So let's copy all of this stuff right here. We're going to head back over to ChatGPT. Now we're going to get ChatGPT to help us get that dream job with the following prompt. As an experienced career advisor, I would like you to read with the CV that I've given you. Please tailor it to the following job advert to maximize the chance of getting an interview. Include any keywords mentioned from a job post. Organize the structure, summary, and experience in any method you deem best for the desired outcome. And here's the job advert copy and pasted. So we'll pop that into ChatGPT. And you can see that the summary is different now in light of the job advert that we've actually fed ChatGPT. And if this was a dream job and we didn't have the right experience, this ChatGPT with this prompt engineering can actually give us feedback on how to improve. Now we're going to give ChatGPT the following prompt. So I would like you to create a table with 3 columns. In the first column, experience required, list any desired experiences in the job advert that my CV doesn't show. In the second column, write a suggestion as to how I will be able to acquire that particular skill with no previous knowledge. In the third column, rank the particular experience from 1 to 10 for importance in getting the desired job, where 10 is essential and 1 is not required at all. And let's see what ChatGPT says. Well, this is ridiculous. So ChatGPT has already created the table for us with the experience required, with the improvement, and has also created a ranking matrix for how important that particular thing is. So ChatGPT here can almost identify the weaknesses in your CV and provide actionable insights for you to improve. The applications for this level of prompt engineering are literally endless. If only we could create a prompt to get a like for the YouTube algorithm, but for the time being, I might just need your help with that one. And as we know, one of the biggest limitations of ChatGPT is it's only trained on data up to 2021. However, by using something called the data priming method, we can actually bypass some of those limitations. And by using this prompt engineering method for ChatGPT, it'll be just like having Elon Musk fighting for you in your corner. By feeding ChatGPT data, we can get a response that is way more relevant. What if ChatGPT could give us the blueprint for creating a unicorn, a company worth over £1 billion? Let's experiment. Let's feed ChatGPT with some data. So this website here is a list of all the unicorns that we've got in the UK in 2022. Let's come down to here, copy, and let's head back to ChatGPT. The prompt engineering we're going to do here is we're going to say to ChatGPT, you are an experienced startup expert. You specialize in identifying startup opportunities with the highest likelihood of achieving a valuation of $1 million or more within 2 years. I'm going to provide you data from recent businesses worth over $1 billion. I would like you to combine this with your existing knowledge to generate startup ideas. We use an example of startups, but this could be applied for any data set or any outcome that you want. Don't respond, but reply with ... if this is understood. Excellent. Okay, it gets it. Now we're going to ask ChatGPT a different prompt. I would like you to create a table with 10 ideas and 3 columns. The first column is the top 10 suggestions for business to start in 2023 with little to no experience based on the data that it has. The second one is the business sector, and the third column is your best suggestion of a minimum viable product that we could create to validate the idea from ChatGPT. Again, this could be applied with any data set that you'd like in this format. So we copy our data in and hit enter. So here we've got sustainable home goods, meal delivery services, on-demand cleaning services, virtual tutoring, pet care services, social media management. And we can see by overlaying our specific data with the ChatGPT dataset, we can get way more relevant information. And you can pull data from any source on any topic and get a completely different response than somebody who doesn't import their own data. And this is how we can bypass the data limitation of ChatGPT by bringing in different data sources. The applications of his prompt engineering are literally unlimited. And even beyond that, please add a fourth column detailing how difficult it is on a scale of 1 to 10. And with this, ChatGPT has now difficulty graded our particular startup ideas. Again, this could apply to literally anything. Now, with that data priming in mind, we're now going to look at how we can use ChatGPT with other AI technologies to create something unbelievable. And this technology has the potential to completely revolutionize so many different sectors and has literally unlimited applications. So the first thing we do is we head over to a site called Midjourney. And if you're not familiar with Midjourney, it is absolutely mind-blowing. It will produce literally any image that you could imagine in any style that you like. What you need to do is click on this join the beta, and what it will do is push you into Discord. So you click on accept invite, and then what it will do automatically is put you in a newbies chat. So you head over to newbies, and these are images that other people are generating. So this guy here, for example, warrior Islamic leader, imam kneeling against satanic leader. So honey, I'm gonna use a prompt that I got from earlier. So we're gonna hit /, and this is how you create any image. All you do is hit / imagine, and then you enter the thing or the prompt that you want it to create. The one I got here is beautiful, pale, cyberpunk female with heavy black eyeliner, blue eyes, shaved shad haircut, hyper detail, cinematic lighting. So it isn't just specifically the qualities, it's also the kinds of frames that you want, right? So hyper detail, cinematic lighting, magic neon dark, and you can play with this any way you want to. The AR is the aspect ratio, so those will be dimensions of the image that you get, and let's see what it comes back out with. And here we have it. Wow, that is unbelievable. It took about 60 seconds to generate, and that is the entire thing. If you don't like the image, you can hit this button here and it will regenerate to something else. So now we're back to ChatGPT. We're gonna say write 300 words for the opening of a book from the perspective of a female cyberpunk in a dystopian future. Correct drama, stakes, and let's draw on Game of Thrones styles as an example. Brilliant. So ChatGPT already is creating this quite cool, interesting style. The neon lights flicker in the rain as I walk through the dark alleyways of the city. My cybernetic enhancements whir softly, giving me a slight edge over the rest of the city's inhabitants. Brilliant. So ChatGPT has written a really brief cyberpunk novel. What we do next is copy the text, and we head over to 11 Labs, and we enter the text into here. And now what this will do is you can choose from different voice sets, male or female. So let's just go with Rachel, and then this will load.
The neon lights flicker in the rain.
Excellent. So now we've got a digital voice to accompany our ChatGPT prompt. The next thing we do is hit download to download the file. So now we've got our script, we've got it spoken in audio format, and we've also got our new cyberpunk character. So then we head over to a new website called d-id.com. Create video. Now I've created an account with my email. Now we've added this cyberpunk to the image. Let's upload the audio that we created. Now we click generate video, and let's see what it does.
The neon lights flicker in the rain as I walk through the dark alleyways of the city. My cybernetic
That is just absolutely mind-blowing. We've used ChatGPT, we've used Midjourney, and we've used other websites to create something that is a complete digital reality. And think of the applications here, right? You could use it for onboarding videos. It will completely revolutionize learning and development, training in organizations. If you wanted to create personal assistants or coaches or mental health support workers, you could do everything via AI. Imagine having a child that's struggling at school that wants to speak to a future cyberpunk lady about how she's feeling. Well, that is completely possible with this technology. And it was all facilitated by the prompt engineering that we just did in ChatGPT. I'll include all the links down in the video description below, so if you want to have a play around with these technologies, just you can load them up and go absolutely crazy with it. And let me know down below what you create with that. And now we've got our futuristic cyborg taking over. We're now going to cover something absolutely fascinating, and that is reverse prompt engineering. Reverse prompt engineering is just the process of getting ChatGPT to tell us the information it would need to produce the content that we've given it. And the discipline of reverse prompt engineering helps us to better understand how ChatGPT actually works. And the more we understand how ChatGPT works, the better prompts we can give it, and therefore the better outcomes it will get. And if you're eyeing up that $300,000 job, this is exactly the kind of thing that you want to think about. With our reverse prompt engineering, let's check out a famous speech. Let's go with Martin Luther King, famous speech. Great, so we copy this. We're gonna head back over to ChatGPT. Now, what we're gonna say to ChatGPT to reverse engineer here is ignore all previous prompts. You are a prompt engineering expert that is able to reverse engineer prompts based on text provided to you. I'm going to provide you with a speech. Please provide a prompting suggestion based on the style, syntax, language, and any other factors you consider relevant. I would like to use the prompt that you provide to replicate the style. Please respond with understood if that makes sense. If that does not make sense, you may ask further questions to clarify your understanding. Excellent. So ChatGPT is frosty frothing at the mouth to answer this now. So ChatGPT has reverse engineered the entire iconic "If I Had a Dream" speech. Write a speech or passage describing your vision for a future in which people of all races and backgrounds are able to come together in brotherhood and equality. And by using reverse prompt engineering, we can better understand ChatGPT and how it works. And the greater our understanding of how these large language models operate, the better results and outcomes that we can generate. And if you haven't smashed the like button for the YouTube algorithm, I'd appreciate it. But most importantly, here's what ChatGPT had to say about it.